Once upon a time in a prosperous kingdom, there was a wise and loyal vizier who served the king with great devotion. The vizier was known for his unwavering optimism and always maintained that whatever happens is for the best. He would say this no matter what the situation was, whether good or bad. If something unfortunate occurred, he would reassure everyone by saying, "It's all good, it's for the best." The king, however, never truly understood this philosophy. He would often grow irritated when the vizier would say such things in times of distress. The king believed that not every misfortune could be turned into a blessing, and he felt the vizier's words were just a way to avoid facing the harsh realities of life. The king's frustration grew, but he never questioned the vizier's loyalty, for the man had been by his side for many years. One day, a calamity struck the kingdom. The king was out hunting when a group of bandits ambushed him. During the attack, the king lost one of his fingers, and it was badly injured. The king was furious and immediately blamed the vizier for not ensuring his safety. When the vizier, in his usual calm manner, said, "Whatever happened is for the best," the king's anger boiled over. He could not comprehend how the loss of his finger could possibly be for the best. Enraged, he threw the vizier into prison, thinking that perhaps the wise man had lost his sanity. As time passed, the king was forced to embark on a journey to resolve some pressing matters in a neighboring kingdom. While on his way, he and his entourage were ambushed by a savage tribe of warriors. The warriors captured the king and his soldiers, and they were prepared to sacrifice him to their gods. However, when they saw the king's missing finger, they believed he was imperfect and thus unworthy of sacrifice. They released him, sparing his life. The king returned to his kingdom, shaken by the experience. He realized that had he not lost his finger, he would have been sacrificed by the tribe, just like many others before him. In that moment, the king understood the wisdom in the vizier's words. Everything that had happened, his injury, the imprisonment of the vizier, and his eventual release from the tribe, had led to his survival. The king rushed to the prison and freed the vizier. He brought him to the palace and thanked him for his unshakable wisdom. The king then asked, "I now see that you were right all along, but I need to know, what was the good in my being imprisoned? Wasn't that a misfortune?" The vizier, ever calm and composed, replied, "My king, had you not imprisoned me, I would have been with you during the raid. The savage tribe would have recognized me as your advisor, and they would have likely killed me as well. But because I was locked away, I was spared, and I lived to tell the tale. The imprisonment, though it seemed like a misfortune, was actually a blessing in disguise." The king's heart filled with gratitude. He realized that the vizier's unwavering faith in the belief that everything happens for a reason had saved his life in more ways than one. The king finally understood that sometimes what appears to be a misfortune could in fact be a turning point that leads to something even better. From that day on, the king not only respected the vizier's wisdom, but also learned to embrace the idea that even the most troubling situations might hold hidden blessings. The bond between the two grew stronger, and the kingdom flourished under their guidance. The king would often smile and say, "What happens, happens for the best," knowing now that the vizier's words were not just philosophy,